Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So happy Christmas Eve first of all. Hello. Penultimate episode of the episode. My goodness, how many long times did it take me to get that? Of Vlogmas. Oh, do you know what? I started this DIY last night. I love it. And I thought, do you know what? We're going to have a cozy craft for today's video. The last cozy Christmassy craft of 2025. And these are blooming delightful. So I found this bag yesterday of these felt balls in my craft room when I was sorting out some things. I thought, oh, they'd be great for like Valentine's Day crafts. You know, I like to do a little bit after Christmas because that just fills the gap between kind of winter and spring crafts for me. Anyway, in there I found these little cream balls and I was like, hang on here a minute, I'm sure I've seen like some sort of reel or TikTok video or something like that where people made snowman out of these little felt balls. And obviously in a couple of videos ago I was making the Frankies. The pattern of those, by the way, is coming, I promise. I just need to take pictures of these guys. Maybe I'll do that today and get the pattern up on my Etsy store of how to make these. Look at them, aren't they delightful? So anyway, I was like, I'm gonna have an experiment with these. Well, I've nailed it. I've nailed the tutorial, so I'm gonna share that today as the video. So do you want to see what they're looking like? I'll show you this one. Have you ever seen something so cute in your life? Look at this, I got carried away. I made little red ones, I made all sorts because they're just so blooming cute. And honestly, if I do a craft fair next year, these are going to be a part of it. Do you know what I've just thought? You could even add little tiny sticks in as their arms, couldn't you? If you made a little hole. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That might come next year. But for now, I'm going to share how I put these together in a really, really good way, like nice and secure, so that they make the cutest little decorations that you could probably sell. Look at them. Aren't they so cute? Would I buy that if I saw it at a craft market? I absolutely would. So let me just get to balls here. These are just wool felt balls, okay? They're just a creamy ivory kind of colour. Where are they from? I don't know, but I've bought these in the past from places like eBay and all of that. I should move my laptop out of the way. You can't see this, but I am actually on the back of my laptop. Hold on. Oh, put that behind you. Actually, I could put you on my laptop, then I could angle you down and then you can see what I'm doing. In fact, that's a little bit better, isn't it? So yeah, 2 wool balls. These are the same size, believe it or not, for the head and the body, but once they got on there, it's almost like an optical illusion. You think that that one looks different. Well, I do anyway. So hot glue gun at the ready. This here, we always say it's the best hot glue gun. I know loads of you have actually asked it for Christmas, which it just goes to show that you're my people. This hot glue gun, just a little dab of hot glue on there. What was I saying about the hot glue gun? Yeah, it's the best one. Just get it from Amazon, whatever. A little dot of hot glue, just a small amount, just to hold it in place. Just squidge them down together. Pop them there. That's probably strong enough to hold it, but because I like to obviously sell my pieces quite high end and high market, I want them to be as secure as possible. You're going to need a nice long needle. I use this one. It's just from like a doll needle making set or something. This one here is 9 centimeters, but it came as a set from Amazon again, I think for about £4 or something like that. So definitely recommend having something like that in your crafting kind of stash if you don't have one already. They come in very handy. Anyway, next what I've been doing is tying off some white thread like so. That's got a knot in the end. I've been going up through one of them, up into the centre of the kind of head, like that. And then coming down through that glue mark down into the second ball. I've kind of been pushing it on my desk to get it through, to go right through to the centre and then pull it tight. Obviously, because we glued them, that's holding it into place. I'm using my finger there just to make sure that I'm not pulling all of that thread tight, to make sure I've got a little loop. And then I've been coming back up, creating like a little stitch there. Do you see that? A couple mils, so that stitch just keeps them all together, and pushing it back up through trying to angle the needle kind of just in the kind of center of where that loop is. Something like that. Okay, and I just pull it through that loop that I left open with my finger. That creates almost like a drawstring. So then the two little balls are also stitched together. They're not going to be coming undone, you know. Then for the little hanging loops, I've been using embroidery floss. The embroidery floss that I have is just from that bag that I bought from the charity shop the other day. I picked all of these up for £2, which is an absolute steal. To be honest, they only cost about £1 to £2 from haberdasheries and everything like that anyway. So I've just been taking a small bit of that, like so, cutting that down just to create the loop. Honestly, I've been having a blast making these today. I'm just going to make loads up, so the next year if I do a little Christmas craft sale or fair, then I'll have them all ready, you know. It'll be a Christmas bonanza. So I've been getting them like this, a little loop, and then I've just been stitching that down into place with the rest of this thread still attached. Just going through and just stitching that down to it. Probably about 4 or 5 stitches I think I've been putting there. That made it feel the most secure. So now that means both my little felt balls are completely secure and we have a little loop. All right, adorable. So now for the face, I've been going off of that loop to begin with. So I'm getting this dark brown thread. This is the one that I've been using recently. I've been really liking it. It's the Gutermann 1912. Can you see that? That's the dark thread that I've been using. Look how gorgeous and rich that is. Beautiful. So I've just been layering this up on my needle twice over so that I can get a good kind of thickness for the eyeballs. Again, I have been experimenting with this today and just working out what I like the best, and I found I liked the 2 lots of thread on the needle at a time. And then for the eyeballs, I've basically just been French knotting it. So I'll just show you how I do that once I've doubled up this. There we go. All those threads both the same size. I cannot believe it is Christmas Eve already. Christmas Eve tomorrow. Can you believe it? I can't. I just, yeah, that's why I'm kind of hiding away and just doing some crafts really. This is really the last stuff I have to do. Everything else is all sort of done, you know, like the Christmas wrapping, everything like that, all sorted. The house is clean. I've already eaten as much food as one person should ever possibly eat, and I don't even want my Christmas dinner at this point or any more snacks. I think I'm done. Christmas hasn't even hit. So first of all, I just did that as I was talking. I'll do one French knot on one side, as you would have just seen me do, and then I poke my needle through over to the other side of the head so that it's all prepared for the second. Oh, my thread got caught there. There we go. So pull that in tight. Obviously that just makes an eyeball. I put it over probably about 1.5 fingers width away. I hold my little snowman down in place. Let me just bring you closer. Please excuse all the paint on my desk. That looks terrible, doesn't it? But for hold them down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on my needle. Let's twist them around actually. Then I poke it back in. And for this one here, I'm going to angle the needle down to like be in line where the mouth will be. Probably something about there. And then when I pull it tight, that's going to seal in all of those little wound up bits of thread and just make my eyeballs. Do you see that? Now here I just make one little singular stitch about there and come out just above where the nose will be. Good. There's this little mouth. Now for the nose, I have been using cinnamon. As you can see, I've got lots of little bits of cinnamon stick all on my desk that I've just been cutting up. So on these ones, I have all different shapes of cinnamon stick to make the nose. Some are like traditionally like a little triangle, some a little like bubbles of cinnamon. It really is down to you, but I think this just makes the cutest little nose. That on there has turned out a little bit rectangular, but we're still going to use it, and we're basically just doing the same thing that we did on the Frankie snowball guy, where we're taking a bit of cinnamon on the back. Oh, got a bit of glue hanging off. We are just gluing along there, making sure not to burn our fingers off. There we go. And then just sticking it right in between the eyes, right underneath the thread. Look at that, see? Cute. Now, you can leave it like that, but what I like to do is just stitch over 3 times. I think it just makes it look cute and handmade, and it obviously secures that cinnamon on there just a bit better as well. I do think this part here looks better with just a single width of thread on. Like just a single strand of thread on, but I already have the doubled up one and I've got enough on there to use, so I put 3 stitches down. Super cute. And then come out at the neckline again. There we go. Just to secure that stitch down by adding in a little knot. Perfect. Now to make the scarves and stuff, as you can see, like on all these different ones, I've used ribbon on this one, I've used some shirt on this one. That's just what I'm going to use here because I have this offcut that's working just perfectly for me. To make this, I'm just adding a little cut and ripping it down. Oh, that kind of didn't go enough. Okay, so ripping off a piece. Perfect. The perfect little raggedy piece of fabric, and this one here matches in with the top colour that I chose. And what I'm doing with my hot glue is just hot gluing around the neck, just a little bit of hot glue, not really pressing on my hot glue gun trigger. And then I'm just wrapping this around its neck to hide all those stitches, and obviously keep this little scarf bit intact and in place. Then I'm just knotting it off to the side, getting those bits, dragging it over and letting that sit in place, and then just cutting off the excess parts like so, and then fraying out those little last bits of edging. Sometimes your shirt can just fray a little bit too much, but that there looks so cute, doesn't it? So adorable. As always, we need some blush. This here is the blush that I've been using for everything this year. I cannot get enough of it. And again, just dabbing that in underneath the eyes to give them a bit more oomph on there. Perfect. So that is exactly how I've been doing them. See that? I've just been speaking for ages as well as I made that. About what, 10-12 minutes to create that? I know. Imagine that little tree covered in loads of little miniature felt snowmen. Why have I only just discovered this? I adore them. So next year I'm going to have loads of these for sale, because I'm going to sit here now and I'm literally going to make so many of them. I am obsessed. I'm going to put a movie on and just make as many as I can. They are so cute. Imagine them as well with little beads down the front. You can add little stick arms. You can make them in any colour with any offcuts for the scarves, any ribbons. Oh, you could even put them, right, this is something else I thought of earlier when I got this out, but it was a bit too big. Put them inside of these fillable baubles. I'm sorry, what? These ones here were from Poundland a little while ago, but they are a bit too big, I think, for these. But how cute would that be? Oh, you could just glue them up in there, couldn't you? You could even have a little family of them or something. Or you could attach them to, I don't know, just anything. I just imagine making a little set of these. I love them. I love them a lot. You could add little bells. Bells. That That would be cute, wouldn't it? But yeah, there's the tutorial on how to make these. I can't get enough. Look how cute they are. They are so sweet. They've filled me with joy, so hopefully they've brought you some joy as well. If you make them, then be sure to tag me on Instagram because I would love to see it. I've been loving seeing all your crafts and stuff this year. I'm going to miss that, I think, by not posting daily, not having so many crafts and stuff going outward. But yeah, we are going to be doing spring crafts. We are going to be doing some Valentine's Day ones just to kind of, you know, give us a little bit of something to do, be us preoccupied a little bit and have something up around the house. I always find when you take Christmas decorations down that the house can look kind of bare and sad, so I like to have that transition. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sorry, but we could have snowmen up. Who says snowmen are just for Christmas? This is a Valentine's Day snowman, and I've said this for years. Why don't we have snowman out until Valentine's? And if we make them Valentine's-y, then it's okay because they're a winter guy. We still have snow here sometimes in March. It's not just for Christmas. Look, a Valentine's Day snowman. I might actually sell some Valentine's Day snowman this year, you know, because I feel like I need to create a movement, and I feel like you guys would be the people to be on this movement with me. So I might make some more of these to make a stand. Snowmen are not just for Christmas. They're for life. You know, when people say that about pets, we need to say that about snowmen. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this little craft. I'm thrilled with that, actually. I just had to share it. So tomorrow is going to be the last day of Vlogmas, can you believe it, and Christmas Eve. It's all at once. I feel like it's quite sad having that bit of a countdown, but then I'm like, oh yeah, but it is actually Christmas in real life too, so it's all good. I hope you have a fantastic Christmas Eve. Let me know what you're up to, and I shall catch you tomorrow for another video. Bye.